right, what you're beginning to see here is that this is the actual spirit mechanics of this equation known as above, so too below. Basically what I'm doing is I'm showing you the highest understanding, the macro of the as above, and that's going to be the spirit, that's going to be the Father of all that is. Now we're going to take that equational understanding and we're going to superimpose it and apply it over the material singular cell. So we'll take the supreme cell, the Trinity identity of the Spirit, and then we're going to apply it to the singular material cell, the Trinity identity of the atom. And when we do that, we're going to get this equation here, which will equate the eventuation of Jesus Christ into material form. Now this will be the highest understanding of as above, so too below. But we're going to find out that there are many variable associations of this same reflection of this equation, because there are many other lesser forms of spirit that are being applied to matter and being liberated from matter. I just want you to see that this is actually an equation that is in a sense being hid from you, and that if you can understand the dynamics of this, it will help you understand about this sixth seal a whole lot better. So what I just showed you here was the supreme cell, the Trinity identity of the Spirit. And of course we know it best as the Father, and of course we know that through his spiritual manifestation of the Son, who has told us that he is the manifestation and the fullness of the Father in the flesh. So this right here we have is the cause. And then of course we're going to find out that the effect of this cause is his material creation. So have you ever heard the expression that goes, the shadow will always follow the substance? Well, in this case, the substance is the spirit, and then the shadow is the material. And we're going to find out that this shadow, this material world, is going to be reflective of the very same dynamics that we have in the spirit world. And of course, we're going to find out that once we superimpose this equation over top of this equation, we're going to find out how all of this equates itself. So in other words, let's not forget this portion right here. This already has been superimposed over, and what we found out is that we have within a single cell the trinity of electrical, chemical, and biological, which has come together to form a singular cell. So it's a trinity association of a singular identity known as a single cell. The same thing we have right here, known as the supreme cell, or the trinity of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Well, remember over here that we now have taken the singular cell understanding of electrical, chemical, and biological, and we are able to superimpose that over the atomic identity of an atom. And that's going to be the electrons, that's going to be the neutrons, and that will be the protons. So this is already overlaid in hyper-variable meanings, coming all the way from the atom all the way up to a singular cell. In other words, material creation, biological form. So now that we have the building blocks for a biological form, what we have to do is we've got to superimpose the spirit onto the material identity. And that's exactly what the understanding is that we're going to find out. We're going to see here when we superimpose this. When we do this, we take the one equation of the electrical, the organic, and the chemical, and then we superimpose over it the Father, the infinite Spirit, and the Son. And what we're going to find out is that all of these equations are going to work together. We know that the Father is the infinite Spirit. And of course, electricity is energy once it's been liberated from matter. Well, it's the exact same dynamic and the reflection of the Spirit, because Spirit still maintains identity as it's separated from matter. So we find out down here that this superimposing of the organic to the chemical will equate to the Son. I'll be back.